What's up, Closer Gang? Welcome to another one. We have such a cool story to tell you guys today. This is not your traditional listing pitch, brokerage, but there's a fine line over here between being a developer and finding an amazing deal, but also taking on a listing and selling it to the public. You're definitely going to experience a lot on this trip with us. We have a few more of these instances and videos in the pipeline that we're going to create for you guys, but take a look and let us know what you think.
And now just trying to get his money and my money away. Please.
They're doing illegal things. This is a lot of illegal work. It's going to get them into a lot of trouble.
Unless you want your father to face some legal charges for hot winding the
Bro, he can literally face legal charges. Turning off electric on tenants, water, stuff like that. So before we get into the video, let's take it back for a second. The way we actually got this pitch and we even found out about this building is through my cousin, Avgi. Right over here, check him out. And actually he has a short sale team who actually call people that are in tough situations to see if they're willing to sell or want to sell their property in order to get out of unpaid mortgages or tough spots with the banks, but also if they just want to sell it on the market now and profit and walk away from a property that they don't know how to manage. So he called me in, said maybe you can take on this listing or maybe we can buy it together. Let's see what we can make it work. So I stepped in this and actually went to meet up with this meeting and see where we can take it and see if we can make a deal happen. So who was taking care of the building, renting it out and everything back in the day?
They've never hired anybody. They've tried to do it themselves, and obviously that has not worked out.
Did your dad ever rent it out to anyone?
He's rented it out to different people. I mean, the stores rented out to some people. There's a professional tenant upstairs.
Yeah.
That's claiming that it's rent stabilized. But we're just looking, we're looking to get it.
Sell it as is, in as is condition with
the litigation that it has.
How much litigations does it? What's the amount that it has on it?
You know what? There's different
violations.
People from it's not just violations. It's like the people from the store have a litigation on it. There's different things. I'm sure they're in the city records and whatever.
Is it possible that we can get that? Because I think it's going to be super important just to educate whoever we bring on to let them know all the issues that it comes with,
right?
And that they're going to have to deal with it in order to ever do anything to the building. So a lot of you guys might ask, what is litigations? Litigations is the process of actually taking legal action. And why is it a problem to buy a property with litigations on it? Now, you might run into a lot of headaches. If you're buying that property and it's still in litigation and it's not resolved, then guess what? That litigation comes with you. And that litigation can either take a month, a couple of months, a year, or maybe even multiple years, where it pauses you from doing anything with the property. We have to know exactly what's going on, and then we can kind of gauge a price for it to deal with the headache.
And now just trying to get his money and my money away. Please. I'm going to be there when I be there and the house is not for sale, okay? It's not for sale.
No worries. Yeah.
Listen, you want my number? You can call me. I can show it to you when I'm ready.
Yeah,
let me write my number.
Yeah.
Call me.
Sounds good. John, take this.
Call me. Actually, let me talk to the owner and I'll talk to the owner, and then if you want tomorrow, we can show it.
Yeah.
But you got to call me. What's your number? Mama. Yeah. I love you. Bye.
So you see who's on the phone right now? That's Lucy's mom. Who's Lucy? This is Lucy. Lucy actually got us the meeting to come and see the property. Lucy has a dad. That dad is divorced from that mom on the phone. Now the dad wants to sell the property, mom doesn't want to sell the property. Oh, did I mention Lucy's brother? Because Lucy's brother is that guy, and that guy is that guy. And that guy lives in the house, and allegedly there's a lot of drugs being sold out of that house, and cops keep on coming in and out. Now, Lucy and the dad are trying to get access inside the house. The dad flew from Florida. The dad is allegedly on the deed. The mom is claiming she's on the deed as well. And they're having debates about him wanting to sell it and just move on with everything compared to her just wanting to hold on to it and get an absurd amount of money.
I just didn't even know you was coming. Right now I got to go take care of something.
Oh, no worries, man. No worries. Your father, he's on the deed.
And of course he's married to my mother, who you can tell is
they're having a tough time between each other. A developer can probably create a condo out of this building where they're going to sell it out for like 5.2 million.
Right.
Now,
like the one across the street?
Yeah, like the one across the street, right? You could probably get like $5 million for this.
Okay.
But in order to do that, you A, have to settle all litigations. B, you're gonna have to do demo, bring down the building. Get the plans, get the condo books. To build a new building like that costs over $2 million. Then you're talking about taking a hard money loan, bringing on investors. You're talking that they're gonna be around the 4.7 rate if they're gonna buy it for around 1.6, 1.7. Now, if there's litigations and problems with the building, it doesn't make sense. No one's going to buy it because why would I pay for this building and lose money? And if I can't make $500,000,
so if it didn't have litigation,
it'll be worth like around $2 million. Initially, she wanted $2.7 million for this property. Now, I've been buying and been dealing with a lot of developers in this area that have been buying properties, and $2.7 million. That's crazy. That's crazy even for a vacant building. It's better off to buy a piece of land at this point because that building needs to be taken down completely, if you ask me. Now, it's funny, we talked with her right away within, I don't know what, 30 seconds, 40 seconds of negotiating the prices, she already came down to $2 million, which shows she understands that the pricing isn't there and that she's just trying to throw something to the wall and see if it sticks. This is the process. This is a little bit about it. Like, you got to experience like real life shit, like real life headache. This is also like an estate sale. What is an estate sale? It's when one of the parents pass away, right? And then they leave it to the kids, and the kids hate each other most of the times. And then they're trying to negotiate who gets more money. So you have to deal not with one seller, with 4 of them and get all of them to agree. As many as there are, right? So this is like how real estate is done, by the way, guys. It's like there's a disagreement between the parents. They want to sell the property. They have squatters and people that are suing them and that they're in litigation with because they did something illegal. They turned off the tenant's electricity. They're not allowed to do that. You're not allowed to. That's called, like, even though it's messed up that tenants aren't paying you rent, you can't do that in New York. And New York is a tenant-friendly state, so you have to go through evictions. And now evictions, you can't go through it, so you're stuck with it. But that building is in horrible condition. It does need to be knocked down or an alteration 1 in order to get it to condo standards. Unless you're holding it as a rental building, but then you need a full gut reno. You need to put like $1 million in there. John stayed back, goes inside the building, finally gets access with another real estate developer that's looking into it, ends up walking around the building. It's horrendous. John calls us, John scares us away, tells us everything that's going on in there and all the troubles with the property.
Oh.
Hey, what's going on? What happened?
Bro, I got into the property. It's a fucking mess.
Oh my God.
The guy upstairs on the top floor said that the property's rent stabilized and they one of the tenants converted one of the apartments from 2 to 1 apartment. Oh, no, I'm sorry, the other way around. It converted from 1 apartment to 2 apartments. And then that guy, Angel, that lives upstairs, when the homeowner tried to evict him, he put a claim into the courts and said that they converted a building and it's not up to code while it's rent stabilized. So now he doesn't have to pay rent at all for the past 2 years until they fix that problem. The storefront also had a lease with the rest of the apartments as well as the storefront, and the guy was like, well, if that guy made that claim, then these leases would automatically get renewed until it got fixed. And then from there, we went in the basement and they illegally jumped the electric for the building. And that's why they first shut it down in the first place, because the store did. Because the store.
What a mess.
What?
What a mess. And they're in litigation and they got ruled against. Bro, I don't understand their pricings. I don't understand. I want to get $2 million. Yeah. Your dad bought it for $23,000.
Well, I don't think that girl Lucy knew exactly what was going on, because that guy really just came in hot, and I wrote down all his notes. And
did you talk with her after? Because it's not worth more than like 1.2, 1.3 right now. The way
Yeah.
it's sounding.
So I'm gonna give her a call because she was walking down to the police station to try and get her brother kicked out.
That's not gonna happen. He's living there. Squatters' rights. Police won't even get
Yeah.
involved.
Yeah, they won't even go. I know that.
Especially now with the moratorium. He's staying there. He's living there.
Yeah. And then also they're not letting him in the building, so I think that's the reason they're actually going. They're not letting the father in the building who's the homeowner, and he has nowhere to stay. They have nowhere to stay.
It's crazy. What did the other agent come with his attorney? The other developer.
It was a developer, and that's the guy that ended up telling me all this information.
What did he end up doing though?
He was like, he didn't even throw a number at them. He's like, this place is a fucking mess.
That's what he said, and he walked away.
He said he doesn't even want it because he thinks that those people will never get out. He's like, this place has been run down on by the cops 10 different times for drugs and weapons. He's like, the crackhead, the son that lives in the property, he's not dumb. He's a very smart crackhead.
No, I could tell.
Yeah, he's like, he knows what he's doing.
I could tell.
He's like, he knows what he has on his hands. He knows no one can kick him out. He knows he can collect the fucking money.
Wow.
The only people that are going to buy that is somebody that has $1 million on hand. No one's going to use a lender
Cash that
for
can just sit and sees the potential maybe in the future.
Exactly. There's no one's going to buy that with a lender.
No, and no. With a lender, they're gonna lose their ass.
Yeah, I think their best offer is to try and find someone that'll pay $1 million cash
Straight up and just leave.
and just leave at
And
him.
someone that sees the potential in spending another $200,000-300,000 in the next couple of years, working on evictions and holding it off and paying it off. That way he can build it up and possibly make $1 million.
Yeah.
I guess speak with Luis, see what she wants to do, and then maybe I can find her a buyer for like that, but it's not really worth much more. And also educate her. Be like, yo, your dad bought this for $23,000. Like, do you want the headache or do you want money? Like, just walk away.
Yeah.
It's not worth more than that. Unless you can deliver it vacant, we'll get you more money without litigations, issues, or violations. Other than that, there's nothing we can really do.
Yeah, they rewired the electric. So
They're doing illegal things. This is a lot of illegal work. It's going to get them into a lot of trouble.
Yeah, I know. So that's what I'm going to push that on it too. Listen, unless you want your father to face some legal charges for hotwiring the electric.
Bro, he can literally face legal charges. Turning off electric on tenants, water, stuff like that. That's an issue. You can't do things like that.
Yeah, but also no. I mean, the electric was like broken. One of the meters broken, and then they hot wired it back on.
That's insanity.
Lucy reached out to us and actually offered us the building at $1.8 million, and we happily and very gracefully declined that, because I'll tell you what, it's not worth $2.7 million, it's not worth $2 million, and to deal with that headache for $1.8 million is definitely not worth it. We're looking to get better deals, especially in the market today, and we have a feeling there's going to be a lot of deals coming soon. But I hope you guys enjoyed that, and we gave you a little bit of a different spin. Otherwise than that, if you want to join the mentorship program, click the link below and go collect your free stocks. We have Webull, Robinhood, and Coinbase. See you later, closer gang.
Been a little too nice for y'all. Now I gotta up price for y'all. Snake eyes on dice for y'all. Shoulders on ice for y'all. 8-6 all the hate. I won't get a ball today. Got lost in the ball and A's. I'm flipping the bars. I'm flipping the on record, off record. I still count wins when they got it.